Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew. Today we want to start hyping 2023 for Xbox because if you're an Xbox fan, you already know it's going to be lit. There's no freaking way that they're not going to be able to. Is my freaking camera like at 30 frames a second or something? Kind of feels 30 framey. Is it 30 framey? Let me change that real quick. Don't leave anybody. We got to make sure that this is camera. Yeah, no, it's set to 1080p, 60 frames. Sorry guys, I'm just using YouTube tonight. What's up, Chris? How you doing, man? We're gonna start hyping Xbox next year. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I feel like there's no reason we shouldn't be able to. At this point, we've went all of 2022 with I mean, there was some stuff, but let's be honest, let's be real. It wasn't exactly like, oh my gosh, dude, we got the best games ever. What's up, guys? Does this look like janky to you guys, man? I feel like it's a little janky for some reason. I don't know. I feel a little janky going on, but I can see like my eyes better. Like my eyes look better now. What's up, guys? Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be great, man. I mean, the PlayStation guys, they are gonna have a new game plus mode for God of War Ragnarok. In spring, they will have. Well, I mean, I'll have a PSVR 2 as well. So I'm the more I sit and think about it, the more I am a little bit kind of hyped for PSVR 2, and I'll tell you guys why. Um, if anybody can bring VR gaming to the mainstream, I still believe, and I've said this before, that PlayStation is probably the best bet for that. Man, I really hope it doesn't turn into PS Vita. I really hope it doesn't turn into PS Vita, and I fear that because of the ridiculous price that it's coming out at. But hopefully, within a couple of years, they'll lower the price on that and make it a little bit better. But let's get on to Xbox, man. This isn't a PlayStation show tonight. This is all about Xbox. PlayStation's had their little 2022 with all their PlayStation 4 games that everybody's like, yeah, man, these are the best games ever. But I mean, they were, oh, man. I still do kind of feel like we're all a little bit overhyped for 2023 when it comes to not the games themselves, but when it comes to what we expect, what our expectations are for these games. I do feel like we're a little bit overhyped, and I feel like a lot of us are going to be a little bit let down, a little bit for. I don't want to see anybody out there trying to like overhype, um, or like really overhyped games that just don't deserve to be overhyped, man. We're gonna have plenty of stuff this generation from Xbox, guys. We're gonna have plenty of stuff. Life is a good game, though. If they don't realize it, the PC platform. If they don't release it, the PC platform will become next. Yeah, that's exactly the kind of way I feel about on it, Chris. If they give us PC support for it, I think it'll be fine. Saint Deacon John, what's up, man? Nah, man, it's over. Gaming is going in the direction that will disheartening for anyone who isn't a child or mentally disabled. That's so mean, Deacon. You're so mean. No, we're gonna get cool stuff, guys. You know what? Honestly, I mean, they'll still be supporting Black Desert Online for the next 20 years. So I mean, we'll have something to play. Okay, guys, you gotta tell me. I have to stop, dude. Every time I turn around, I'll buy a game on Steam. I'm like, oh, it's on sale, and it's an older version. All of them old games, man. At least the ones from like last generation. Like I bought Sekiro Shadows Die Twice on PC tonight because it was $29.99. But after playing it for like literally 20 minutes, I was like, no, dude, I don't need a second copy of this. I don't need a second copy. It plays just fine on my Xbox. You're right, Jordan. You're right, dude. PC has a lot of freaking exclusives, but let's face it, man. A lot of the stuff that I see on PC that I'm like, yeah, I want to play that. They all say early access on them. They all say early access. There's so much early access on PC. It's kind of mind bending, man. It's like, dude, don't any of these developers have like faith in their product? They just put out a game, man. Everything's got to be early access. I mean, I get like PC, like if you're a PC developer, you're trying to get the game out there, you're trying to build it and stuff, and you're trying to fund yourself as you're building this game. But I started playing this game last night. It's called, actually, I'm just going to make a video for you guys. You guys are just getting a video on that, and you can judge for yourself. But it's not a bad concept. I just wish the world building was a lot better. A lot better. What's up, Onyx? How you doing, man? Yeah, Midnight Suns is incredible, Chris. I told you guys, if you buy Midnight Suns, you need to set aside some time to play that game, because if you get in it and you only play for a little while and then you stop playing it, I don't know, man. I don't know if Midnight Suns is visually appealing enough. Winter Steve, I seen that, Onyx, and I already went in there and I bought a game, and I was like, nope, dude, I got to stop, man. I need to focus. I can't keep buying old games. I need to focus. I need to focus on what I need to buy. I got to focus on what I need to buy, guys. I have to, man. I'm 40 hours deep. Yeah. I see. That's the thing with Midnight Suns, guys. I feel like Midnight Suns is a game that if you get into it and you focus time on it, you're going to really, really enjoy that experience. If you buy that game and you play it for a few hours and then set it aside for something else, yeah, it might be hard to go back to. It might be hard to go back to it after setting it aside. You know, I never played Prey, the first one. I did play. I have it on the Xbox. I have played it, but I didn't finish that game. Oh no, 2006. No, I didn't play 2006. I played the new one that's out. The one that came out last generation. Gabe knew it was killing me, frog. I'm broke. I know. I bought the third person update for Resident Evil Village. I bought just recently, you know, I bought the Need for Speed Unbound. Oh, why? What did they change? What are you talking about? What? Nobody changed anything. Oh my gosh. I don't know, man. Like I'm not struggling with PC, but I am to the point where I'm like, man, dude, like I'm starting to feel a little bit like Sekiro, man. I bought that game and I'm like, dude, it looks just as good on my Xbox Series X as it does on. Maybe that's just because it's a From Software game, guys. What's up, Sav? How you doing, man? I thought you've given up on us. Haven't seen you in a while. Oh wait, I need to do more live streams. I'm joking. Callisto's freaking awesome. Okay, Callisto Protocol. I haven't had a chance to do it. I wanted to do it this weekend because I wanted to sit down and put some more hours into it. I'll tell you what, Callisto Protocol is a game that I'm like, dang, I want to replay that. You know what I mean? Like Callisto Protocol is a game that I'm like, yeah, I want to replay, and it's short enough to where you can actually do that. Something like God of War Ragnarok, dude, I don't want to replay that. I don't want to replay that. Come on, man. New Game Plus, I don't want to replay that. Gosh. Andrew, I'm about to get to gaming later. Oh, all right, King. You have fun, man. I know you've been I've seen you on that. That Monster Hunter Rise, I need to re-download it on the PC. I like Monster Hunter World. Okay. I really liked Monster Hunter World. I am having the hardest freaking time getting into Monster Hunter Rise. And I don't know why, but I like the other one. I haven't even finished the Iceborne DLC. You're on vacation for a month? Man, some of my friends have been on Monster Hunter Rise grinding out the end game content. I will when we get Monster Hunter Rise, guys, on Xbox, I will do a game day or something, and we will play that on Monster. Oh yeah, on Callisto. I don't know just yet, Chris, but I know that you've got faster response times. You can reload and change weapons faster. You can what else is there? There's like some other stuff. I need to get in there and put some time on it and check it out. Because I don't want to make just a short video. I want to play it for a few hours and actually feel like the upgrades. You didn't pick up Callisto? Callisto's a good one, man. I have Monster Hunter World, which I think is the same. No, Monster Hunter Rise is actually a little bit different than World. It does have a lot of the basic same mechanics, but there's new like rideable mounts. There's you can like jump and like do some other stuff. Evil West, $30. Yeah, they're not the same game. I mean, they do have some. I don't know, man. Like going from World to Rise on PC for Aniba. Oh, I see. Nice, nice. Yeah. I don't think I need another copy of. I don't think I need another copy of Evil West. I think I'll just finish it on the Xbox. There's a few games like Evil West and stuff that I want to try to finish over this Christmas break. Showing up just in time before an enemy attack. Now it's really easy to pull off. Same with reloading and weapon switching. Oh, wait. Makes it a bit too easy. Oh, I see. Because I feel like that game was made for me. Yeah. See, I love Callisto Protocol, man. That was one of them games that like really like pow knocked me out of my seat, just like Gotham Knights did. I was like, whoa, these are actually pretty dang good games, man. And I was like, what the freak is everybody being negative for these, man? I'm like, what are you guys talking about, man? Gotham Knights was freaking incredible. That story was so cool, man. And like seeing like the like the younger ones getting like their own outing and their own story, and they're not I mean they're breaking out of the shadow of Batman, like I liked Gotham Knights, man. That thing was freaking pretty cool. And like the whole time I'm playing Gotham Knights, I'm thinking, yeah, Batman's gonna come back. Batman's gonna be like the like he's gonna come back and stuff, and it's gonna be like, oh yeah, we're just kidding, man. It was like the return of Superman or something. But no, it wasn't, man. He stayed dead. He stayed dead. I was like, wow, that is ballsy. That is pretty ballsy for them to for them to do this thing and completely like remove Batman from that mind share and like redo like this Gotham, man. Like that is so cool, man. I really sorry about the game's been out for a couple months, man. So if you guys didn't want a spoiler, I'm sorry. If you haven't picked up Gotham Knights, it is on sale right now. I highly recommend. If you're on PC, it is running a lot better after the last patch. It still dips. It's still got like the CPU issues, but it doesn't hit as hard anymore. And I can run it now at 1440p with ray tracing and everything over 60 and above. So I'm pretty happy with that performance. That's pretty much all I expect out of my 3080 graphics card is maximum settings at 1440p with everything at 60 frames a second. That's literally all I expect. I did try the Witcher update that came out today. Those are starting to make it feel more stable as well, but I'm getting like almost 45 in Novigrad now maxed out, so I'm like, yeah, it's a little bit better than the 30 it was. I get 80 FPS on my 3060 laptop in Gotham Knights now. At launch it was like 40. Yeah, dude, you were getting it was getting pretty bad. The combat Knights was awful. I didn't like it. You didn't like it? I enjoyed Kena boss fights, were decent. Yeah, Kena's a pretty good game, man. I like that. It took me so long to freaking finally sit down and finish that game, but I did finish it this year. Huh. Same boat as you. I felt like I was taking crazy pills because I was having a blast. Yeah, dude, I love that game, man. I didn't feel negative about Callisto Protocol at all. When I first got it, I bought it on PC and it was a stuttering mess, and I was like, nope, I can't do it. So I refunded it, and I was just thinking, I was like, man, I'll just get it later after it's fixed. That was one of those games where I was like, man, I'm not going to beta test this one. I bought it on Steam, so I was like, I'm not going to beta test this game. I'm going to play it when it's good. And I got review code, and I was like, wow, man, this actually turned out pretty dang good on PlayStation 5, man. I'm when I play a game, okay, here's the thing, man. Like you guys, if you've been at this channel for a while, you know that I've kind of had like this somewhat negative experience with my PlayStation 5 experience. And that's because, like being a PlayStation fan for so long, I was like, man, this thing is supposed to be like the best thing ever. And and it just kind of was letting me down time after time after time. But when I played a game, when I played Callisto Protocol on my PlayStation 5, and I didn't play it on my freaking monitor. I played this on my 4K OLED, and I was like, wow, this looks freaking great. Like this thing looks like the kind of game that I wanted to see, like that next gen looking game and feeling game, and it felt fluid, it felt fun, it looked incredible. It ran at a pretty stable 60 frames a second. There were points in the game. Obviously, it was dropping frames and getting a little weird, but not enough to ruin my experience and not enough for me to complain about it. But once I figured it out and got into it and it was like, yeah, man, I got into the game. I was like, dude, this is incredible. I really have been sitting here thinking like, man, I want to play that again. I want to play that again. I want to try to beat it on maximum security, man, because I'm like, woo, that's good. Gotham Knights is 9 out of 10 for my. I like it better than Spider-Man. See, that's kind of where I definitely like it better than Miles Morales, but Spider-Man Remastered on the PC, bro, that's a hard one for me. And I love the fact that I can do the I love the fact that I can do the field of view on those games. I love my Batman. Really didn't hit me. I don't know, man. I love the dodge mechanic, Chris, way more than I like the freaking way more than I like the way Arkham Knight played. I love that. You got who did you play as? It depends on who you play. Start as Robin. It might depend on who you play as because I beat the game with Robin. So I think maybe his combat style was was just good for me. Batgirl seems to be doing pretty decent. I'm playing around with Batgirl right now. I'm working on the Xbox version with that one, and Batgirl seems to do pretty good. I haven't tried Nightwing or Red Hood yet, just because if I'm gonna play through it 4 times, I want to play through it with each character and really get that. So maybe I will do another playthrough on the PC with Nightwing, and then I'll do like Red Hood on the Series S or something. But it didn't have any real combos. So there's like strong attacks and then there's the light attacks that you can kind of chain together. Like when it is a little bit hard, Chris, to kind of get the timing down right. I find it a little easier to get the timing down right on the Xbox than at higher frame rates. I'm on the maximum security run right now. It's fairly well balanced. The game is great fun, and I recommend to anyone who likes the quality, high quality games, horror. Yeah, it definitely is a high quality experience. Xbox needs to focus on something to use as flagship. The best example is Forza Motorsport, so they can prove the power of Xbox. I think you might be onto something there, Gamer Ways, because I see, dude. I have never been disappointed with Forza Motorsport, not one time. Not even Forza Horizon games. I have not been disappointed with those. And the reason is because Forza, they focus on trackside detail as well as car detail, and it feels consistent. Dude, I haven't played Gran Turismo 7 in so freaking long. And in this month we're finally getting the Corvette C8. So maybe I'll go in there and buy it and take it around Nuremberg and then be like, okay, you know what I mean? Hi, my queen. Good. Okay, you definitely need to play that a second time. Except a few games. Pandy, what are you doing? You go with your mom. You go with your mom. I don't like. No, you cannot be on there. You cannot be in here. Go. Wow, man, these guys are like climbing in closets behind me and everything. PlayStation 2 was the last one. I would say PlayStation 4 has about the same staying power as the PlayStation 2 generation did. PlayStation 4 was pretty good, guys. Like it was a good year. It was a good generation for PlayStation. PlayStation 5, they have that ability to do it, but I feel like they're going to focus so much on these visuals and stuff, and it's like, come on, man. Make some freaking fun games again, PlayStation. That God of War, man, that was like the last straw for me, man. I'm like, ooh, I don't know, man. I don't know about I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what that was, but that wasn't God of War. It was like kumbaya. I needed it. I needed God of War Ragnarok to be epic, guys. I needed that game to be an epic experience. And it was not a freaking epic experience. Ragnarok itself was so lame. It was like, are you serious, man? I'm struggling hard to get through Ragnarok as well. Oh my gosh, it's so frustrating, Brandon. I'm not even lying, guys. Like I needed that game to be epic. I needed that game to be epic. I hate how Sony was like, oh, they're not going to bring out Starfield. Well, we're going to fill that space with God of War Ragnarok. They should have put the game out in freaking September, man. They should have dropped that in September instead of like trying to be ignorant about it and put it like so close to when Starfield. Like what is that, man? Like seriously, what is that? That game was crap. It felt rushed together. Like it was an 8. Like I said, it was an 8. And I still sometimes kind of feel like that's a little bit generous. If I have no issues playing God of War Ragnarok in front of my 10-year-old cousin, it's not God of War. Exactly, dude. I'm like, come on, man. I needed that game to be epic, bro. That's what they sold me. That's what they sold me. That's the promise I was sold for God of War, man. I thought it was going to be epic. But no, dude, it was like Thor's like a teddy bear. He's like, oh gosh, oh, no, not war. I'm like, you're the God of War, dude. You're the God of War. You should have made Heimdall the God of War, bro. He's nuts. Make him the God of War. No, that wouldn't. No, we need a gentle giant. I'm like, really, guys? Really? Yeah, let's make a level where we go around and pick fruit. We pick fruit for like 2 hours. And I'm like, really, dude, why are we doing this? Couldn't this just been a cutscene? Like, that's one game that I'm like, dude, you could have made every Atreus part a cutscene and I'd have been happy. I wouldn't have complained one bit. I wouldn't have complained one bit. I would have been like, this is fine, guys. But $70 for a PlayStation 4 game because it has DualSense support. I'm like, really, guys? And then we're getting that freaking controller. It's a good thing I sit 3 feet away from it so I can plug it into my PlayStation 5, because I use the dedicated charger cord for my PlayStation controllers anyway. So whatever. Oh gosh, God of War. The first, I even liked Ascension. I thought Ascension was fine, and I thought Chains of Olympus was fine, and Ghost of Sparta. I liked the two PSP ones. Even like all of those ones that came out, like those were good. 2018 wasn't bad. It was interesting the way it was going. I was like, okay, maybe this will be interesting. But I was expecting like this freaking, I don't know. I don't know why I let dude, Sony PlayStation games are going to be anywhere from 5 to 20 hours. 5 to 20 hours, man. And the great ones, or the really good ones, are going to be more than 20 hours, and those are going to be like Horizons, the Horizon and Ghost of Tsushima. I think to this day, Ghost of Tsushima was the longest PlayStation first party game I've played in a long time. I think I was about 36 hours. If you count Death Stranding, that one was like 40 something hours or no, 38 hours was my completion on that one. I already told everybody I was warning people pre before that game came out. If I had to play as the boy, I was going to hate it. That's how you get. the new item, to be honest. Yeah, like once you get the freaking once you get that spear, but I don't know, man. That wasn't even that. Days Gone was pretty long. See, and I haven't beat Days Gone yet. That's the one that I was like, man, I just can't do it. I cannot do it. I can't do it, man. I've tried multiple times to get into that game, but I just have not been able to get into it, guys. I'm sorry. If you love it, if you're a Days Gone lover, man, dude, I'm not saying nothing negative. I've gotten to the point where you take that little girl to the one lady to that ladies camp. I've gotten to that point, and then a little bit. You save this girl and you take her to like to that ladies camp. That's as far as I've gotten on there. Turning into one trick pony. They are. PlayStation Pro controller has the worst battery life. I know, man. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. Dude, if that thing really only lasts like 3 hours, I'm like, oof. Where the hell is my bike? No, I've passed that one. I've passed that. Like I've went and I've done that, but it's like a little bit farther after that. So I got Boozer his wolf meat. I took Boozer his meat. I've gotten up there. I've seen like a couple, like I guess you could say like I went and I did one of the flashbacks for the wife or whatever, and you're like going to this cave or something. I mean, dude, I've probably put like 10 hours into it. I probably put about 10 hours into that game. I don't like how my bike runs out of fuel. I don't like there's so many things that just break the momentum for me in that game that I'm just like, nah, dude, I can't do it. It's too slow. It starts off way too slow, man. It was really good. I couldn't get into it on PS4 because bugs, but on PC it was good. Now that's where I am playing right now. Yeah, I've patched up Boozer. That's what I'm playing on now is the PC. So I'm going back through that and doing that stuff. Yeah, everybody keeps saying that it's a slow start, but dude, I lose interest in it so fast. Sorry, guys. Sam Witwer was amazing in Days Gone. It's an amazing game. Once you get out of the starting area, the game gets much better. The story explores a lot of conspiracy theories, and it's very amusing. I have promised to keep going on it. Like I have, and I will keep going on it. No, we're still at the first camp. We're still at the first camp. We're still up in the thing. Boozer's still not having a good day. Give it another chance. Yeah, I will. I've got it still downloaded on my PC, and I think I don't know if I have it downloaded on the PS5. But it looks incredible on the PC, man. So I'm like, oh boy, maybe it does look a lot better. Were two things I wish they'd improve in the sequel, but they won't get. Yeah, exactly. I think if the bike had like unlimited fuel or something, it would have been better. Just that alone would have been better. You got hammered by a winter storm. No, actually. You about to get here on. Oh gosh, no. We got we've been getting snow for like the last couple of weeks though, man. I've had to plow like 4 times at work, dude. I've had to plow. What's up, Georgie? How you doing, buddy? Bought it on PC Aniba for $10. Yeah, dude, there's a lot of sales on Aniba right now. Dude, there's a link in the description if you guys want to check out that Aniba sale that's going on right now. If you buy something, I get a little bit of money. I get 5% of everything you buy, guys. So buy some games. Help support the channel. Because my FOMO wants a 4080. So I'm going to need you guys to buy some video games. No, I'm just joking. Even if they I don't get money. I get money, but they give it to me on gift cards. So I'm like, okay, I got to spend it there, whatever. I mean, you guys have bought a lot, dude. When I checked one time, I had like $20 in credit there. So I was like, wow, dude. Yes, 4090. I'm sorry, 4090. Yes, the channel has to buy it though. The channel has to buy the card. I'll buy all the other parts to rebuild a new PC, but the channel has to buy the card. That's my offer. I was gonna buy this Sony camera today, but man, I like this new webcam. I think I'll rock this for a while. This was about 160 bucks. So actually it was 199, but I got it on sale. So one of the best kept secrets in digital game. Yeah, you're right, man. Aniba's incredible. They gave me affiliate status with them, man, because I buy so many games from them. So I that's where I usually buy all my PC games. Sometimes I mean I do I sometimes I will buy them outright full price, but I do tend to buy some of those games on Aniba. A lot of them actually. A lot of the older ones. The only one problem I had with Aniba is buying Need for Speed the Run. That game doesn't work. No matter what I've tried, it doesn't work. I tried the little thing to block like the outgoing internet thing, and it doesn't work. I might have to just get into the files and delete the search for internet file. No, I'm just joking. What's up, Grove? How you doing, buddy? MR2 sitting over there on Twitter, and he finally comes. The freak were you doing on Twitter, man? I thought you were banned. I thought you were banned from Twitter. So I did delete I did refund Sekiro Shadows Die Twice on Steam. Takes 24 hours to get a refund, man. It's so annoying. Because I'm like, gosh, dude, I would have just bought something else. But I always just have them refund it to my Steam wallet. I'm pretty good, Grove. I'm good. I'm good. My fellow ponies. We're ponies. Ponies. The ponies on the Pegasus Nation. So, guys, I did a poll. Let me tell you guys what the results were. While I got your attention. I did a poll on the channel. Community. I said, serious question. Do you feel my channel is a neutral gaming channel that just loves games? 54% of you guys said I'm clearly an Xbot, and the other 46%. So it's a lot closer than I thought it was going to be, guys. We're almost 50-50. We're almost 50-50. So that's pretty funny, man. Andrew, pony. I'm a pony. Can you look video on my channel? This is Xbox Series X. Artifacting GPU or just bugged game? Does it do it with every game, Grove? If it's just doing it on one game, I don't know. Because I've had games do that weirdness on me. Mostly Ubisoft games will have that. Will do that. Like some of those games will do like the weird thing. I had to do it with on Assassin's Creed when the Ragnarok DLC came out. That's why I quit playing it because it was bugging out in one section. So I just stopped playing that. I'm a Peggy. I'm a Peggy. I'm a Peggy. But look on it. This is crazy. I have a problem with Mountain Blade 2. I bought Mountain Blade 2. Let me check it out. Let me see if it's doing anything. Throw it on the big TV right now. Boy, boy, boy. Look at that TV remote. Gracias. I'll throw it on a TV. You mad? I'm mad all the time, man. Yeah, I'm always mad. I'm looking at something real quick. Let's see, Mountain Blade. Heck yeah, Freaking God of War made me mad. I'm sick and tired of buying mid games from PlayStation for $70. Mountain Blade 2, you said? Oh, I think Starfield and Avowed are launching next to each other. That would be insane, but I doubt it. They should make a Blade game. They do. He's in. Well, yeah, you're right. They should. What game am I looking forward to next year? I'm looking forward to a lot of them. There's a lot of games coming out next year that I'm looking forward to. Halo Infinite. Whoa, that's a bit loud. Okay, Mountain Blade, Tell Worlds Entertainment. And I have this problem only while big battles on night plus 1,000 troops. Oh, okay. Then I probably won't have that problem. Oh, no, I don't want to see the credits. Come on, freaking controls. Don't be sluggish. Okay, display calibration, graphics mode is performance. Yeah, okay. Graphics mode and performance. You're from Poland? Sorry, mate. Oh, no, you're good, brother. Uh Module mismatch. Oh, it looks like there's been an update since. This game was kind of buggy when I first got it, Grove. That's why I haven't really got into it, because it was, you go out there and you look at the water and it'd be all messed up, and there was like a lot of visual problems with this game at first. Like I noticed a lot of that. So it might not be you, it might just be I mean, yeah, it looks like it's still probably gonna suffer from issues. Let's go into town, man. I'm interested in Starfield. Starfield is probably one. You're right. You man, I do love my mid games. That's why I have a PlayStation 5. Dude, this thing has still got, yeah, it's still got the water issues and stuff, man. Yeah, buddy, I would just Grove. I don't think it's your Xbox, man. I think it's really just this game. It's still kind of glitchy, man. It's still kind of glitchy. But this is like a, I'm not a smaller delivery. Well, you are 50/50, so that's a good pull. I know, pretty much. Mid games, like, oh gosh, see, all right, whatever, you mad. You don't even know what you're talking about. Mid games, dude. I love God of War, but those games that are mid, whatever, buddy. God of War was so freaking disappointing, dude. Oh, sad face. Sad face. You mad is sad. I can't believe you said stuff about my God of War, dude. It's not even game of the year, man. Elden Ring beat it. Elden Ring beat the brakes off of freaking God of War, man. Just accept it. Just accept it. Just accept it and move on. Don't worry. In spring, you can do a what's it called again? A new game plus. Oh, dude. Yeah. January to March. Oh yeah, huh? We got some good games dropping in freaking. So I really hope that, like, I'm really hoping that Xbox is dropping something good. You spelled under wrong. Yeah. It was overrated. Oh man. PlayStation is overrated. PlayStation is the most overrated thing out there. Okay, guys. It just is. PlayStation is so overrated. It's not even funny, man. Oh goodness. Great Christmas holiday. You too, man. I hope everybody here has a great holiday. I'm going to be doing a Christmas stream. I don't know if it's going to be early or late. Definitely doing a Christmas Eve stream. We're gonna hang out. I'm probably gonna live stream gameplay. Oh no. You're right, dude. And then people buy them and they get home and they're like, oh man, PlayStation 5 isn't what I thought it was gonna be. And then they go on Twitter or somewhere to complain, and then all the Peggies are just like, no, you're crazy, man. We love our 3-hour battery time. It's good. It's good, and it's $200. Just buy a second one if you need more battery. No, third one. Revived, they would run them in parity. All of like the Crisis Core is running parity with everything. I think that Sony just actually did a lot of the funding for Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think they did a lot of funding for it, so they're keeping it exclusive as long as they can. Okay. Oh man, Crap Gamer. He was my Crap Gamer's. I look up to Crap Gamer. I don't know if that was supposed to be an insult, man. I mean, I'd feel more insulted if you called me the Xbox Dreamcast guy, to tell you the truth. Oh my god, you're just the Xbox version of Dreamcast guy. Like, no, dude, I don't talk like that. I have a little bit better speech impediment than. What's up, Michael? How you doing, buddy? I'm looking forward to Sued Screw the Justice League. Imagine buy a $240 controller to plug it in. I know, man, that's so bad. You get 3 hours with it, dude. If that is true, I mean, I'm gonna get one. And review it on the channel. But if it's only 3 hours, guys, that's a little bit bad. I'm not joking. I mean, like, okay, I don't know if I could say it's bad because PlayStation's never done one of those, and their regular battery life is about 4 to 5 hours on the DualSense. So if it's like 3 hours, maybe that's acceptable because it's got other stuff in there. It's got the stuff. Froggy, I keep playing Sonic Frontiers and High on Life, dude. Those are both pretty good games. I do like Sonic more than High on Life, though. I'm sorry, dude. Sonic is like one of my favorites from a long time. You remind me a lot of Michael Does Live, world class veteran video game critic. Michael Does Live. Yeah, I've seen a couple of his videos, man. He doesn't pop up in my feed that often anymore. Did he quit? I didn't finish War Ragnarok. Imagine buying a $500 console and $200 Elite controller with no launch games. I bought what was it? I bought a $500 console. I bought a $300 one. I bought 2 Elite controllers. I bought a 2 terabyte $400 card for my Xbox and 2 1 terabytes for another $200 each. I put a lot of money into this Xbox, and guess what? All the free upgrades alone have more than paid for it. All of it. That's so bad. They're like, yeah, you imagine paying this much for whatever, and then I'm like, well, imagine paying all that money for PlayStation and getting freaking 10-hour games for $70. That let's be real, nobody's gonna play a second time. That's the funny thing, man. It's like, yeah, come to me, dude. I play these games, man. I buy them on the PlayStation, I pay full price for them. I buy them on the Xbox and I pay full price for them, and I play the games, man. And I invest the money. I put my money where my mouth is. You can't come here and try to tell me like, oh man, you're just saying mean things about the PlayStation. No, dude, I paid. What did I? Dude, I even bought the deluxe version of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Man. God of War 2. God of War 2, yeah, dude. I was like, I mean, that was a fairly long game back in the day, yeah. I don't care if the Series S is running games at 900p. Like, I literally don't care. It costs $300. $300, man. I don't care if it's running games at 900p. I don't think the little freaking, I mean, my daughter loves hers. I never hear her say, oh gosh, Dad, it's running at 900p. The only people that care about P is the ponies. And let me tell you something, man. Isn't what's it called? What's it called? Forspoken running at 720p on your $500 PlayStation 5. You want to start talking about Xbox Series S's 900p? Well, then you probably should. Yeah, dude, I don't know if I'd be running away with that. I 720p, dude, 720p on freaking. Oh my gosh, dude. I want to talk P's, man. Let's talk P's, bro. 1296 P's. You guys got a lot of 1296 P's on that 4K beast. Ooh. 54% say you're fanboy. Yeah, 54%. It's probably all the PlayStation fanboys that always come and downvote my videos anyways. They're like, yeah, man, let's hurry up and vote for that. You get some more people on there and vote for it. We'll find out. Like, we'll find out when it launches. We'll find out if it's just a demo, but let's put it this way, man. Stranger of Paradise. It was just a demo, right? It was fuzzy. It looked fuzzy. Oh man, the real game when it came out, it looked the exact same. What about Star Ocean? Star Ocean, man, looked the same way. All of them Square Enix games, bro, when you play their demo, that's what you're getting, man. That is what you're getting. You are getting 720p on your PlayStation 5. So I don't ever want to hear the PlayStation fanboys talking about Xbox Series S's 900p ever again, dude. Like, you got 720p. You got 720p. So move on with that. Move on with the whole resolution thing, guys, because seriously, man, you're going to get 1080p games, you're going to get 720p games, you're going to get a wide range of FP, like seriously, you're going to get a wide range of Ps this generation, bro. Like you are, man. We got 1440p consoles. You're going to see a lot of low resolution at 60 frames a second, guys. You're going to see it. I don't care, dude. I really don't care about digital foundry analysis. Like, I really do not care what they say. They have done more to damage gaming for console gamers than any other freaking channel out there. The things they do there, the nitpicking the games and stuff, it literally ruins gaming for people. Like it does. Like, see, look at you guys. You're not even playing games right now, Ghost of New Orleans. You're sitting here on an Xbox channel. Well, I mean, I'm a gaming channel, but you're sitting here and I got Xbox in the background and you're crying about resolution, bro. You're crying about resolution. On this channel, I've told you, hey man, buy a 1440p monitor. It is going to be the best fit for your consoles. It doesn't matter which one you have. A 1440p monitor is going to look incredible all the time. Forspoken looks incredible on my 1440p monitor. I can barely tell that it's 720p because it doesn't look as blurry and fuzzy as it does on my 4K OLED. It looks pretty decent. It looks pretty sharp. It definitely looks soft, but in open world games, that doesn't necessarily matter too much. Soft actually kind of looks good on some of them. So if you've been at this channel for a while, you know that I am very happy with my PlayStation 5 and the 1440p update. You know that I find the experience playing my PS5 on my 1440p monitor to be incredible. You also know that I reviewed Callisto Protocol on my PlayStation 5 using my 4K OLED, and I found that to be an incredible experience. We're going to have a lot of different Ps this generation. So in order to protect yourself the most, if resolution is all you care about, I highly recommend a 1440p monitor. If you're okay with games never hitting 4K, because let's face it, dude, like at 120p or 120 FPS, you're not getting 4K. You're not getting 4K. So to come here to this channel and try to like, dude, we're not even going after PlayStation right now. Like, we're not even going after PlayStation. That wasn't even the whole point of this show tonight. It's not even a big deal. What did all you guys do? Did you guys all just get out of a freaking like King Thrash video or something, man? Y'all just show up to like, yeah, I mean, I was just here to represent the PlayStation. Gosh, dude. Yeah, it might be the same on, dude. I think there's a lot more going on with Forspoken than what any of us really know about, dude. I honestly feel like that game is in development hell. To be completely honest with you, man, I mean, we got Babylon's Fall. Look at that game, bro. Look at Babylon's Fall. Almost a lot of the games that Square Enix is putting out this generation so far, let's face it, man, resolution has really not been their strong point. Resolution has not been a strong point, except for Crisis Core. Crisis Core looks incredible. Like, it looks incredible. But that's the, I mean, and that's an upgraded PSP game. So Crisis Core looks incredible. There's, I mean, every Square Enix game that I've played on my monitor, I'm perfectly fine with. But when you try to play those on the 4K screen, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I'm feeling like maybe I feel like there's something going on at Square Enix, or at least with their engines, trying to scale to like 4K or whatever. It seems like the ones that they're using Unreal Engine 4 for are doing pretty good, and that's the Final Fantasy 7 and the like Crisis Core, stuff like that. They're using Unreal for that, but any of their in-house engines are really struggling, man. Their in-house engines are really struggling. And I think a lot of it has to do with those engines being bottlenecked. They're being bottlenecked. They're not optimized right, so they're like a PC, dude. If you the lower you go on the resolution, the less frames you get. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. Sony doesn't have first party, yeah, pretty much. Proud to be Team Xbox. Xbox is going to do good this generation, man. PlayStation's going to do good this generation. I do feel like this is the first generation that Xbox isn't going to be, it's not going to be a complete blowout for Xbox. I feel like it's going to be closer to the 360 generation, because a lot of those Xbox fans that left Xbox before are coming back. They are coming back, man. Xbox is what, over 20 million consoles sold already? That's pretty good for Xbox, guys. Instead of like trying to break Xbox down like your guys' leader Jim Ryan, bro, like, celebrate that, man. That's good. Strong competition will make PlayStation stronger. Yeah, you're right. Final Fantasy remakes look great. They do. They're running they're running on Unreal Engine. They're running on Unreal Engine. Do you think Hellblade 2 will run well on Xbox? Potentially. It depends. It depends. I think they're using Unreal Engine 5 on that game. I don't think a lot of games where depending on the, I mean, if they're running Fortnite textures, yeah, obviously we've seen those run at 60 FPS on Series S. If they're running realistic graphics like the Matrix, I don't know, man. Maybe we get 30 frames a second, guys. My expectations are well in check now, guys. I was a PlayStation guy until now. I'm not saying PlayStation is bad, but I'm saying they're spread pretty thin, guys. We're getting that. Dude, how many of you PlayStation fanboys are going to buy the VR2? I'm going to buy it. How many of you PlayStation fanboys are going to put your money where your mouth is and buy that day one so that we actually get good games for it? Or are we just going to get another generation of PlayStation fanboys who are like, yeah, dude, PSVR2 is so cool, but they don't buy one, and then we all get stuck with a bunch of freaking demos? If I get stuck with another generation of VR demos, I'm gonna be pretty disappointed, because if anybody can bring freaking VR to mainstream gaming, I feel like PlayStation could do it. Like the whole thing is sitting there like ready for PlayStation to just come in and take it. But if they don't, because all you PlayStation fanboys are like, yeah, man, it's so cool, but then nobody buys it, they're not going to support it, dude. They're not going to support it. They're not going to put they're not going to put the resources into it, man. So everybody like me that adopts it day one, we're going to be screwed, man. Like we are with PSVR. I got a lot of tech demos and Beat Saber. I got a lot of tech demos and Beat Saber on my, well, Blood and Truth was actually kind of cool, but yeah, I don't know. And then, what's the other one? There's another one that's actually fairly decent on there. So I am hoping to see PlayStation do really good with the VR, guys. Because they're already shooting themselves in the foot by not making it compatible with PC. If they don't make it compatible with PC, Yeah, that's gonna hurt it, man. That's gonna lock it to the PlayStation platform, and that could potentially hurt it. If they made it so you could use it with PC, that thing would fly off the shelves, dude. That is one incredible piece of tech, but it's not gonna be in a price bracket for mainstream at 549. It's just not. Unless you're an old guy like me. Jim already said you pornies aren't enough. Yeah, he's already, we need the PlayStation. We need PC. Yeah, dude, you PlayStation fanboys don't even buy the freaking first party games, guys. Come on, man. But you guys do a really good job at keeping PlayStation afloat with Fortnite and Call of Duty and stuff like that. Keep buying all them skins on Fortnite, and that's why PlayStation's like, dude, we just got to make our own. We got to make our own. We got to make our own Fortnite. And they're like, dude, we don't know how to do that. All we know how to make is movie games. We're like, just figure it out. Just figure it out. Ninja Theory games running really bad. Dude, did you ever play Devil May Cry that Ninja Theory made, bro? Like, that game is incredible. I made a video on it, dude. I bought it on the PC, man. That game holds up extremely well. I buy all their games. Worst Devil May Cry, dude. I actually like that one a lot more than 4 or 5, to be completely honest with you. They got they got a new one. They upgraded it for PS4 and PS5 too. Or they upgraded it for PS4 and Xbox One. Oh. Everything ran like crap on PlayStation 3. Everything, literally everything ran like crap on PlayStation 3, man. Does he? No, dude, I owned one. They ran like crap. You should try this out. I know a way to make games on Xbox look better. If you go to the accessibility section, set it to increase the color intensity. Maybe I've got that OLED, man. What do you mean? Xbox and PlayStation players don't buy their first party games. Nintendo crowd. Yeah, exactly. You're right, AJ. You're right. Xbox guys get them on freaking Game Pass. PlayStation guys don't buy them, and Nintendo fans, they buy those games. Hellblade 1 ran just fine at 30 frames a second on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. What are you talking about, dude? I bought that game day one. I didn't have any problems with it. I didn't have any problems with that. I bought it day one on PlayStation 4 and I played right through it. Maybe on a base, because I think I had PS4 Pro when that came out. I think I had PS4 Pro when that came out. Yeah, it was 2016 when that came out. Yeah, I bought it on PS4 Pro. Maybe a multiplayer centric, not single player movie. I know. Maybe if it runs like crap on Series X, I'll play it on my Xbox Super Series X. I don't care. Oh, did you bring me spaghetti? Yeah. All right, dude. I love spaghetti. Love spaghetti. Yeah, a lot of suckers out there that bought God of War, huh? Look, I mean, if you're somebody that actually loves God of War, man, God of War Ragnarok, I don't have a problem with that. I'm happy for you. To me, it didn't meet my unrealistic expectations. Because I had high expectations for it. Dude, I think that all the PlayStation fans are going to be pretty upset. Well, I am glad you platinumed Ragnarok. I do not have a problem with you platining Ragnarok, dude. I don't. Yeah, dude. I'm happy that you enjoyed it. No, I get hamburger, dude. The boy likes spaghetti, and he has to have it a certain way, so it's probably my least favorite meal. I think I don't necessarily think that what Sony did was bad. I think their arrogance this generation is what's really kind of irritated me about them. You're right, Ghost. It does make being able to sell a lot of copies. It does make it popular. But let's look at how much hype was surrounding God of War Ragnarok and how many bundles, like PlayStation 5 bundles, they sold. That's where all those numbers come from, man. It's the bundles. Everybody wanting the PlayStation 5, not necessarily for God of War, but just wanting one, and they're hard to find. So you do have to take that into consideration, man, when they're like, yeah, we sold 5 million copies. Just like you guys say with when Xbox comes out and they're like, yeah, man, 20 million people playing Halo. You're like, yeah, but they're all on Game Pass and they got them free. Well, basically they bought a PlayStation 5 and got God of War free. So that's pretty much the same thing you guys are saying. I would say most people's experience with God of War is pretty much in line with the way I felt about it. At least in terms of people that are being honest with it. Like, I mean, if you really liked it, you really liked it, dude. I'm not going to tell you can't like that game. Xbox didn't give us anything this year. Well, no, that's not true. They gave us Grounded. Grounded's a pretty dang good game. They got 15 mini. You heard Callisto's trash. I think Callisto is better than God of War, man. Honestly. Are you saying people who actually liked it is wrong? Wording comes off as someone has something else. No, I'm not saying. No, I'm not saying, dude. If you guys like God of War Ragnarok, dude, I'm not trying to convince you otherwise. Like, I'm not. I really am not trying to convince you. I just said that it simply didn't do it for me, man. But I'm glad that people enjoyed it. There are a lot of people out there that enjoyed it. And there was a time in my PlayStation. There was a time in my PlayStation life that I would have been like, yeah, man, that was so good. And I would have just been like, yeah, man, that's good. I do think PlayStation gamers can be vain and shallow though. I do. Like it, and it's not nothing against you individually. It's kind of like part of the PlayStation culture. Crisis Core is actually fairly fun though, man. Like I like that game. I just didn't like I'm to a point right now where the difficulty spike went too much. So I'm trying to figure out how to get past that part. And to be completely fair, I haven't invested a whole lot of time trying to get past it yet. Halo, Gears, and Forza are all the same games. You're right. You're right. They are. The Forza, the Gears of War has been about the same. Over the shoulder, they all pretty much play the same. Forza is a racing game, so yeah, that's going to stay the same. And then Halo, yeah, it's a first-person shooter. But that grappling hook was so good they gave one to Kratos, bro. So what is that supposed to mean? Halo and Elden Ring were on the same console, bro. Forza Horizon 5 and Elden Ring were on the same console. You know what I mean? Like Grounded and Elden Ring are on the same console, man. They're all the same. And see, that's perfectly fair. You know, Ghost, honestly, a lot of people, there's a lot of Halo fans that say it was a letdown. There are. And I don't just go by the people on the internet, man. Like I have a best friend at work that's a gamer just like me. We buy PlayStation, we buy Xbox. And he's a way bigger Halo fan, and he was, you know, fairly upset with Halo, so but he also loved God of War. But even he admits that Callisto Protocol is a better game than God of War Ragnarok. Because it is. At $50, Callisto Protocol is an insanely good value. And I feel like it's got enough quality that even paying full price for it, I think you'd be all right with it. Don't think it was funny. It was annoying. Yeah, there's a lot of people saying that. It is what it is, man. I would recommend them both, Go. And let me tell you why. Uno momento, por favor. I have to get soda out of Xbox fridge. Make soda cold. Okay, so let me answer that real quick. Callisto Protocol and Gotham Knights. I recommend Gotham Knights right now because it is affordable. It's like $30, 30, $40. So I would buy that one first. And then I would wait for a sale on Callisto Protocol. But I do believe Callisto Protocol, man, for $70. Oh, I mean, yeah, you can justify it because it really does have replay value because it's short enough to where you can play through it again. But it's also good enough to where you could potentially take your time with it a little more too. Yeah. You're telling me that God of War didn't have any problems at all, Ghost? You're telling me that Horizon Forbidden West didn't have a bunch of problems when it launched, dude? Like, okay, whatever, man. You can't call out other games and not call out Sony first party games, bro. You have to do it. Frog over here recommending me games when I have a huge backlog. Well, as my good buddy Shaq would say, quit playing all that fodder, Judge Judy, and start playing the good ones. No, I'm just joking. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like there is a lot of fodder on Game Pass. There is. Like there's a lot of fodder on there. There's so many games on Game Pass that I've played for like 10 minutes and I'm like, nope. You know what I mean? Like I don't have time to play all through all that stuff. So I don't. Xbox has starved us. Dude, I have a PlayStation 5. I have a PC. I have an Xbox Series X. I have an Xbox Series S. And I have a Nintendo Switch, bro. Do you really think I'm starved for any kind of games whatsoever? Do you really believe that? Do you really believe that I'm starved for games, man? Wow, the audacity of these PlayStation guys, man. Like, seriously. I mean, like, I could get that if you were talking to just somebody that only plays Xbox. But the difference between the Xbox guys is they don't necessarily have a problem with playing a PlayStation, bro. They don't necessarily. I mean, it's not like they're like, man, I would never play a PlayStation. I would never do that. They're more like, dude, I had to make a choice, man. I could only afford to get one console, so I got the Xbox because I love the Xbox. My friends have the Xbox. I like what Xbox games are. And then you have the PlayStation guys that are the same way. They're like, man, dude, I can only get a PlayStation, but all my friends are on PlayStation. I like the PlayStation first party games. And that's fine, dude. Like, that's fine. But to say that like Xbox or PlayStation games are just trash, we all know that's not true. We all know that that's not true. Clearly, if that was true, nobody would buy an Xbox or a PlayStation if their games were trash. You know what I mean? Frog, Gotham Knights, $30. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you should definitely pay $30 for that. That is worth it. As long as you have the graphic the hardware to run it. Kickstart. If as long as you have the hardware to run it, yeah, it's a good game. If you're wanting ray tracing, I would recommend a 30 series or above. Thank you. 70 on the move. I don't know, man. I find the console wars a little bit useless now. Because obviously there's people that love both consoles. Like you do, man. If you love them both, I've always recommended on this channel to buy both. Because then you're not waiting for games like last year. If all the Xbox guys would have had a PlayStation, you guys would have had something to play last year. You guys would have had some AAA games that you could have bought, you could have enjoyed, and you could have played. But if you chose not to, or you couldn't have both consoles, I mean, that's kind of something that you're going to have to struggle with, because I did that last generation. I waited until 2016 to buy an Xbox. The end of 2016. I waited till Forza Horizon 3's Blizzard Mountain came out before I bought an Xbox last generation. And had I not started watching Digital Foundry at the end of the PlayStation 3, PlayStation Xbox 360 generation, I would have bought one. I would have bought one day one. I would have bought an Xbox day one, but they were like, "Oh man, the resolution is lower and this and that." And I was like, "Yeah, man, PlayStation is the best. I'm not going to pay another extra $100 for a system that's not even as powerful." Like, Digital Foundry has ruined so many gaming experiences for so many people that it's not even funny, dude. Like, I kind of despise them a little bit now because of that. I could have enjoyed games like Rise, Son of Rome when it first came out, when it would have been like, whoa, this is a freaking incredible game. But no, dude, I didn't get to play that until like 2016. I didn't get to play any of the Xbox stuff till 2016, man. And that was frustrating. What's up, Legend? How you doing, buddy? You're saying what I said many times as well. If it's possible to own them all. Oh yeah, man. Even PC, man. Even if you guys can get a PC too. The PC is one that I've been kind of working into and kind of, like buying games, here and there for it to play them and stuff. I'll tell you what, the best experience so far for me on the PC has been the 360 generation games. Yeah, believe it or not, dude, you can run those at like such high frame rates and they look incredible. Them 360 and PlayStation 3 visuals, bro, on a PC maxed out actually look really good, man. Like, imagine seeing that back then. You would have been like, whoa. Like, you go in, like, I'm playing Castlevania Lords of Shadows 2, man, and you go into like this palace, bro, and you're like looking at the floors and the reflections and everything, and they're like, whoa, this game looked incredible. What are you saying with that right there? Console war is over. Sony has taken off and Xbox is becoming a third-party developer. What are you talking about, dude? The console war was over a long time ago. Nintendo beat them both, bro. What are you holding PlayStation up on your shoulders for, dude? Nintendo smoked them both, to be completely fair. And yeah, bro, my PC killed them both power-wise, so whatever, man. Like, the console wars are over, man. They've been done for a very, very long time. Now it's just the fanboys that sit there and be like, no, man, dude, if you're playing, uh, honestly, let me be completely honest, okay? I have been playing PlayStation for over 27 years. Over 27 years. Um, yeah, dude, the third party games are what hold the PlayStation up, man. Third party games. It's third party games. Dude, we've seen how many games come out that were exclusive to PlayStation, but the third party games. Yeah, dude, that's PlayStation's strategy. If those games came to Xbox, do you really think that PlayStation would still be number one, man? Do you really feel that in your bonesies, if Xbox had access to every single game that launched on PlayStation the same day with parity or whatever, even parity is fine. Do you think of and every game, that launched on Xbox was on PlayStation except for only first party exclusives? Do you really believe that PlayStation 5 would still be the number one console? Because I'll tell you something, man. I have never had not one freaking PlayStation executive or anything ever follow me on Twitter or like one of my tweets or anything. Xbox ones, they do it all the time, man. They interact with their fans, with their followers, and yeah, dude. Like, I've never felt that. And I've spent a lot of money on PlayStation, dude. 27 years, I've spent more money on PlayStation than I ever have on Xbox yet. You know what I mean? No, PlayStation makes moves to block content from Xbox, force developers to make it for a less powerful console. They've been doing that since the Xbox One, which was way more powerful than PlayStation 2. Xbox 360 was more powerful and easier to develop for than the PlayStation 3. The only upper hand that thing had was that cell chip, which was definitely a better CPU or whatever. But yeah, dude. The PlayStation. I like my PlayStation. My PlayStation. It is the PlayStation, man. Jim Ryan stated Call of Duty is more important than any other game. Oh, man. Straight from the leader's lips, bro. What would be my reaction to $20 in 2023? I think $15 is a sweet spot. I've maintained that position for a long time. Me personally, I would probably start to with the amount of games that I play on. Well, it depends. It depends on what they bring out next year for GameStop. If it's worth the $20 to buy to pay the $20, if I'm gonna play, one game on their I let's put it this way: if they do raise it to $20 a month, I don't necessarily think I would quit paying for it, but I would definitely stop buying as many games Xbox, unless it was something like I would stop buying games that come to Game Pass. I would just play them on Game Pass. I wouldn't buy them until they went on sale. until they were like half price or something, I wouldn't buy them. That's pretty much my stance. If the price goes up, that just means that I'm less likely to buy that title. That's the only thing it really does for me, man. If the prices go up, I am less likely to purchase that game at launch. I would just play it on Game Pass. Another year having my PlayStation off till Spider-Man 2. I know, Ooh, I'm paid up till 2025. So I'll care in 3 years exactly. You can still just get on Aniba and get lower prices for them. You can still pay for them with points, man. Saying is a PlayStation is releasing great content. Xbox gives y'all none. Dude, you realize that people on Xbox are still playing their freaking cool games, bro. How many of you guys are still playing God of War, man? Seriously. Like, seriously, you paid $70 for God of War. How many of you are still daily playing that game after completing it? Like, seriously, you don't have to lie, man. This is not. Like, you seriously don't have to lie. You can be honest here, man. Like, I'm not gonna be mean to you or anything like that. Like, dude, like, serious. How many of you guys are still playing God of War? How many of you are still playing, actively playing every day, or once a month, or even once a month? Even how many of you are actively playing a PlayStation first party game 6 months after you buy it? Tell me that. Like, how many first party PlayStation games are you still playing 6 months after? 3 months, even 3 months after, even 3 months after. How many of you are still actively playing those games? I know I don't. I mean, I guess if I'm getting on here to make content for them, or make a video with Horizon Forbidden West or something, I'm still actively chipping into that game. But there are more gamers getting onto Halo and Forza Horizon 5, and those games have been out over a year now. There's still more gamers getting on those than even bought God of War or Horizon Forbidden West. That's the simple truth, man. Xbox makes games that you can play for years. PlayStation makes games that you play for one. You beat the game. I'm not trying to be mean, man. I'm not trying to be mean or discredit what PlayStation does. Like, I'm not. They make good games. They're obviously worth playing. But how many of you are still actively playing those games months after launch? And then you come. No, that doesn't define that, but is what I'm saying. No, that's the thing. You're saying the Xbox doesn't give you nothing. You say that. You say that Xbox doesn't give you nothing, Ghost of New Orleans. But I'm telling you that people are still actively playing those games years after they launch. Years after they launch, whereas the PlayStation games, they're not playing them that long after. And never picked it up again. I beat Elden Ring and never picked it up again. I played Ghost of Tsushima 5 months. Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima is a good game. Ghost of Tsushima is a good game. And that's fine. I still get into Ghost of Tsushima. I was just playing Ghost of Tsushima the other day, actually. Like, not even lying, dude. I was playing it. I was playing it the other day. I was gonna do a comparison video of Ghost of Tsushima and The Witcher 3, but then I decided not to. I decided not to because that's kind of like I'm not trying to be petty. And see, there you go. You just answered my question right there, Ghost. Ghost of Tsushima online, buddy. Online. There you go. There you go. Now you're figuring it out, buddy. You're figuring it out. That game has an online mode. People will still play that. But is it engaging enough to keep them playing for as long as people play Halo, or as long as people are playing Horizon Forbidden West, or Forza Horizon 5? That's the question, man. Like, I'm not saying that PlayStation is doing bad, but I do believe PlayStation does need to focus more on a multiplayer experience. Then more people would play their first party games, guys. If they really are making that Horizon game online, dude, I'm interested in that. I'm definitely interested in that. So Sony is putting out online games. They got Factions 2 coming. Yeah, we'll see how that turns out, man. I think I'm hoping that it does well. I'm hoping that it does well, dude. I'm hoping that PlayStation can compete for multiplayer games, bro. Like, I want them to do that. I want Xbox to. I don't necessarily know if I want Xbox to make movie games. You know what I mean? Like, that's the one thing. It's like, I don't know if I want Xbox to make a lot of the I do want them to make some. I do want them to have like a few of their studios doing that, but not all of them, because I do like and appreciate the diversity of Xbox first party games. I do like it. It's getting good. Don't worry about why ponies are slow to take up the free every year. Ooh, man, like, I'll tell you what, man. One of the things that frustrated me this generation so far was Miles Morales 5-hour game. That kind of frustrated me, man. I paid $50 for that. Then Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I bought the deluxe package for that game, man, and it turned out to be like 12 hours. I was like, dang, man, I thought this was going to be an epic experience. They're like, yeah, we can load in whole worlds. And I'm like, dude, these worlds are small. they're really little. And yeah, but it's super fast. It's so super fast. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, dude. I'm like, wow, dude, these games are small. They're just as big as like the old games, and like the PlayStation guys are so wrapped up in like, oh my gosh, it looks so good. I'm like, no, man, like we're getting duped. We're getting duped. We're literally getting duped, and they're like, no, man, these are so good. They're so good, and I'm like, no, dude, we're getting duped, and they're like, no, they're so good. I'm like, dude, you guys are weird, man. You guys are freaking weird. I'm like, dude, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart was about as big as the last game. Seriously, it was pretty small, man. Miles Morales was literally like you play. Okay, you can play Forza Horizon 4K, and you're driving around in summer, and then the next week you get on it, and it's like winter. It's freaking winter, or it's a whole new season. Like there's 4 different seasons. The map changes in that game, and you don't have to pay $50 to play the next map. Like it's included in the game. But then you get on Spider-Man, and like you want to play the Miles Morales expansion, which it's essentially a DLC. You have to download a whole nother freaking game to play in the exact same map with snow. You're trying to tell me PlayStation and all their infinite wisdom couldn't just add that to the base game, bro? They couldn't just like let you choose if you want to be Peter Parker or Miles Morales? You're trying to tell me we needed a whole nother freaking game for $50 because they were like, yeah, we're going to put it on the PlayStation 5 and it's going to be like 4K and it's going to have 60 frames a second. So we're going to make them pay $50 for that. You're trying to tell me that they couldn't do that when Xbox One X had Forza Horizon 4 that literally had 4 different seasons? You can drive in a circle of at least about as much as you can play Spider-Man remastered. About 40 hours, and then you might start getting bored. but there's a lot more to it than just that, dude. There's a lot more to it than just that. And then it got 2 freaking expansions, man. I love those games. You know what? You can say all you want, like drive around in a circle and it's boring. When I was 16 years old, man, when I got my car, dude, I drove around a lot. Pretty much everybody drives around a lot. Driving in, like, dude, whatever, man, whatever. People that like racing games don't get bored that easy of driving around. Fanboys Anonymous, Toad Mode, throwback, mate. Yeah, pretty much. Fanboys Anonymous, man. Like, dude, I like doing Fanboys Anonymous, but nobody was showing up to those. It was so bad. It was one of my great things, and I was like, yeah, man, we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna take it seriously. And then I'm like, oh, dude, whatever. I try things for a little while, and then they fall apart. Well, you guys are gonna be pretty sad, Ghost, next year, bro. You guys got a lot of third-party games. Let's keep that same energy, man. Like I want to see Sony drop as many first party games this coming 2023 as they did last year, bro. I want to see it keep coming, man. Yeah, dude, they can't let up. They can't just rely on Spider-Man 2 and PlayStation VR, bro. No, man. There's a lot of people that aren't going to buy a VR, and they're going to need those games. Like let's face it, dude, Forspoken is not going to sell as well. It's not going to sell that great. Everybody played that thing and they're like, oh my gosh, you just hear them all complaining about the 720p and Digital Foundry being like, yeah, man, it's 720p. And I'm like, dude, play it on 1440p monitor, man. You'll have a better time. You'll have a better experience. Don't completely write the game off just because of the resolution. That's all I'm saying anymore. Don't do that. I've learned that lesson really hard this generation. Don't let resolution be something that's going to stop you. Go invest in a monitor. Go get a 1440p monitor or a 1080p monitor so that you can still enjoy those games that are going to have lower resolution, man. I'm yeah, do that. Xbox has put out a lot of games too. Ghosts of New Orleans, like seriously, dude. Like what? If it's not a third person over the shoulder story movie game, then it's not a game, right? Is that what we're doing, man? Because I've only had my Xbox. I've had the Xbox what for 5-6 years, and haven't had a problem finding anything to play on it. I haven't found, dude. I put more time on my Xbox than I do on my PlayStation, so I don't get where you guys are coming from, man. Like I don't get it. Like I really just don't get it. Doesn't make any sense to me. This is a console war channel. People are going to express their opinions, but you have to admit that Sony keep dominating. This is not a console war channel. Keep dominating. This is not a console war channel. Period. It's not. It's not a console war channel. If you guys want this to be a console war channel, I will stop doing live streaming and I will just start putting out video game videos. That's it. Because I am not going to be a console war channel. You PlayStation fanboys, you come to this channel and you turn it into an arguing match about your PlayStation first party games, and it's kind of irritating, dude. And then you have the audacity to call this gaming channel a freaking console war channel. This is not a console war channel. Halo, Gears, and Forza, those are games. So yeah, dude, that's not nothing. That's clearly something. The thumbnail seems console warish. How? I said the haters. That's what that says. It says the haters. Let's see. And Xbox gaming in 2023 is going to be incredible. The haters are going to be sad with nothing to play. Yeah, that doesn't sound like console war to me, bro. So the haters are gonna have nothing to play because they're too busy hating on freaking Xbox. And yeah, haters could be Nintendo guys, they could be PC players, they could be anybody that doesn't have an Xbox or Game Pass. It's pretty much anybody that doesn't have a Game Pass. It's pretty much anybody that doesn't have Game Pass, because they're not going to be able to play Starfield on anything that doesn't have Game Pass. Phil already said, man, if you don't have Game Pass, you're not playing Starfield, bro. Haters are going to be sad. Well, if that's what drug you guys in, really, what did you guys do? Do you guys just like surf around the internet looking for looking for channels? No, man, I hear a lot of haters out there talking about how terrible the Xbox Game Pass is and blah blah blah, and I'm like, dude, go play Xbox Game Pass, bro. It's not too bad actually. It'll save you tons of money. Ponies will stay. Yeah, exactly. There's I don't intend this channel to be a fanboy channel or a, what do they call it? A console war channel. But you guys bring that console war stuff to me. But then you get smacked right in the face with some like real freaking with some real gamer talk, man. Y'all can't say Starfield looks whack. I said Starfield looks. I I think Starfield actually looks okay, man. Like it doesn't look bad. I don't know what it's supposed to look like. What's it supposed to look like, bro? Explain that to me. What is a game that has 1,000 planets supposed to look like? Explain that to me, because we've seen what little small PlayStation games look like, bro. What is a 1,000 planet game supposed to look like? What do you think it would look like if it was on PlayStation? What like, has PlayStation even ever tried anything like that? Nope. Nope, they haven't. They haven't. Let's put it this way, man. I think the Horizon Forbidden West map on PlayStation 5 is literally the same size as the the France map for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It's pretty small. It's pretty little. So you tell me, man, like you get little tightly crafted games on the PlayStation 5. Well, okay, that's cool, man. Some people like that quality. Some people want that the quality visual more than anything else in the world. They just want the visuals. So I get that. But how is 1,000 planet game supposed to look? I thought it looked quite impressive for the scope and the size that game is going to be. I wasn't expecting like PlayStation level visuals for that game. I was expecting it to look good, yeah, and it looks okay. That looks fine for me. They said most of those planets have little to no content. Well, yeah, dude. I mean, I'm pretty sure like every planet in our solar system is not gonna have a whole bunch of stuff on there. Like, dude, you're space exploring, bro. Like some planets you'll land on and you'll be like, oh, look, there's a mineral or there's something that we can use and mine. So you build a mining operation and you mine that planet for that substance. And then you take it with you because it's a real RPG. That's what an RPG is, man. It's something that you can literally invest thousands of hours in doing stuff like that, role playing as an astronaut that is exploring a solar system with 1,000 planets. That sounds interesting to a lot of people. I mean, I'm pretty sure, dude, just the story, they said like the story content was about 40 hours, bro. It was like 40 hours or something. That's good, but there's so much stuff to do in that game. And if it works out and it all comes together and like they're able to pull off Starfield and give you that experience, dude, that is freaking mind-blowing. That's pretty cool. You should celebrate that. If it falls apart and it's broken and junk like 76 was at launch, yeah, dude, I'll be right there with you being like, yeah, this didn't work too well. Maybe we should try 500 planets and see if we can get it working. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be right there with you. But to say you can role play any game you want and walk around, yeah, you're right, dude. I love God of War. It's such a good walking simulator. I love walking and talking to boy. Dude, come on, man. You guys will throw shade at anything that Xbox does just because. Well, like, what is it, man? Are you? I don't want to like poor shame anybody, but are you like too broke to go buy an Xbox too, man? Like, you can literally get one for, dude, you can get an Xbox Series S all the way up till after like Christmas or whatever. Seriously, for like $250, man. You can experience these Xbox games and see for yourself, bro. You don't have to listen to the Xbox hate channels to see if you're going to like a game or not, bro. You can actually play those by yourself, man. It's actually pretty rewarding, man, to like be a man and stand on your own 2 feet and make up your own mind. It is freaking pretty cool, man. Like when you get up and you're like, yeah, man, I'm going to go to work today and I'm going to make that happen. That is the coolest feeling ever, bro. Like seriously. Well, man, I got to listen to see what Digital Foundry says before I buy anything. Okay, listen to them, dude. They're not going to like the same things you like, man. You might like My Little Pony and they might not. You know what I mean? Ooh, don't buy an X because you'll end up buying another one. I know, huh? Yeah, dude. That's why I try to start them off with the Series S, Joe, because they're like, whoa, man, this thing is so cool. I'm going to go buy a Series X. And that's 2 sales for Xbox. No, I'm just joking. And that's 2 more sales for Xbox. I got a PS5 and an Xbox and a Switch. PSVR and PSVR 2 pre-ordered, got a 65-inch OLED and Dolby Atmos system, sound system, and a single father. Awesome. Then why are you so negative about Xbox, bro? If you have all that stuff and you like playing it, why do you down talk? Why do you talk down about Xbox when you clearly like have one and enjoy playing it, dude? Like I don't understand that. Like, I mean, like I get like the whole like the PlayStation thing, like with me, bro, like I've always been honest about my experience with the PlayStation 5. And when they fixed things or corrected things and made the experience better, I've been right there to be like, hey man, this is better. And let's face it, dude, this is pretty much an Xbox channel, and you don't see all my you don't see all the people here leaving. They're like, oh my gosh, you said something nice about PlayStation. I literally sat here and told everybody, hey guys, I'm getting the PlayStation VR, and like nobody quit watching me, dude. They're all still here. Like, this is a gaming channel. 2023 is true. So I'm not, man, dude. I get it. I get it, dude. And it might be like that this whole generation too. Like we might get like one good year, like a really good solid year from PlayStation, and Xbox will just be like, oh man, barely making it. And then like the next year, PlayStation will have a bad year and Xbox will be like blowing it out of the water. Like this, that's pretty dumb, guys. Do we really have to go back and forth the whole generation? Seriously? Really? I mean, I can already name game. I mean, like you are 100% getting Ghostwire Tokyo on Xbox next year. That was a dang good game. I really did enjoy that. You're getting that next year. You're more than likely gonna get Forza Motorsport. Like I feel like that one's a pretty one. I feel like Forza Motorsport's like, yeah, this one's coming out. It might come in hot. It might come in hot, whatever, but we'll see. You know, I mean, Forza's my favorite. Forza's my favorite Xbox experience. Like it's my favorite. Honestly, man, if you have every system, that's what you should do. That's what you should do. You should probably figure out exactly what game on Xbox is the one that you bought an Xbox for and PlayStation, and then put those in your mind so that you can just be happy. Because no man can serve two masters, bro. He's gonna love one and hate the other one. So you got to figure out what game it is that like keeps you in that ecosystem, and then root for that, man. Ghostwire Tokyo was so good. PlayStation gave me the same. Xbox best game is Ori. Yeah, Ori was great. Ori and the Will of Wisp, Ori and the Blind Forest. Both of those are pretty good games, man. I played a lot of stuff, man. I played a lot of stuff. Bought an Xbox for Hellblade 2, and it's been pushed back since. I don't necessarily think that one was pushed back too far. As much as like, I mean, like, dude, we just barely got God of War. We just barely got God of War Ragnarok, bro. And that was supposed to be a launch year game, bro. A launch window. All those PlayStation 4 games, man. Come on, Ghost. Come on, dude. We literally just played PlayStation 4 games on our PlayStation 5 all year long, bro. You got to stop this nonsense, man. You got to stop it. And you got to, Xbox was like, look, guys, these games aren't going to be ready. We don't want to ship them buggy. You gotta kind of respect that. If they come out within the first half of the year, okay, like that's fine. That's exactly what they said. Whatever. I'm willing to give them that. Like I gave God of War 2 whole years, man. I gave Horizon Forbidden West, and that was the reason I was like, yeah, dude, I need to have my PlayStation 5 so I can play Horizon Forbidden West. It's gonna come out real soon. And it took a whole freaking year, man. Like, whatever. I played it. The game was buggy as freaking heck at first. It was broken. The visuals were kind of screwed up on the performance mode, but now it's fixed. It's better, and it's an amazing game, dude. I like Horizon Forbidden West. It is a beautiful game. I don't think, yeah, dude. I don't think Horizon Forbidden West. I don't think Hellblade 2 has been pushed back. Like, I don't know. They never gave us. They never gave us a date for that. I thought they were going to announce it at the Game Awards, but apparently they didn't want to announce nothing at the Game Awards. Yeah, the Monster Hunter. I didn't see the Destiny 2 thing, but I did see the Monster Hunter. That's pretty cool. Demon Souls and Returnal and Ratchet, all next gen title. No, dude, Demon Souls is a PlayStation 3 game. With a new coat of paint. So I'm not going to say that's a PlayStation 5 only game. Like it obviously they developed it for PlayStation 5, which is kind of a ripoff, dude. Once you start playing that game and realize that it's literally a new coat of paint over the same old freaking over the same old game, dude, you're like, woo, Returnal, man. Returnal. Whew. Some people loved it. I didn't really like it that much. I played about 15 hours of that game and I just don't care about it. And then Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, I beat it in like 11 hours, man, on the hardest difficulty. And I was like, okay, dude, that's pretty cool. Actually, no, I didn't play that on the hardest difficulty. I played it on normal or something. And I was just like, yeah, man, it was all right, dude. But it was a small game, man. it felt more like a tech demo. It felt more like a tech demo, to be completely honest with you. Okay, dude, you can't, like, seriously, Ghost. Are you gonna go with that? It looks better. It looks better. It looks, dude. Who cares if it looks better? It plays like a PlayStation 3 game, dude. It played like a PlayStation 3 game, man. It could look better all at once. Returnal was a great game. Yeah, dude. Like I said, I put 15 hours into it. I really couldn't get into that game. I didn't care for the protagonist, bro. I don't care for the way the game looked. It just looked too checkerbird. There's too many checkerbirds flying around in that game for me to care about. You know what I mean? Only thing Xbox had at the Game Awards was constant ads and reminders to get free controller from wireless. I know. That's just insane that Xbox sold over 20 million consoles and they didn't really show us a whole lot of stuff. If Activision doesn't go through, who will buy Sega? I know. I don't really care about the whole Activision deal, guys. To tell you the truth, I really just don't care anymore. It's gotten so annoying listening to that constant freaking bickering and crying about it, dude. I just don't care. I know that PlayStation is worthless because without Call of Duty, they would be worthless. And that sucks, man. And Xbox is saying, look, we're worthless without Call of Duty. So I mean, basically they're both saying they're worthless without Call of Duty. So I don't know, man. It sounds like we've been buying worthless consoles to play one game that we could play on PC. You know what I mean? Or that's so bad, dude. Both of these guys are saying they're worthless without Call of Duty. Let that sink in. Let that sink in, guys. Just let that sink in for a minute. and then you can do whatever you want with that. Fanboys on one side or the other, it doesn't really matter. Both of them are useless without Call of Duty. Yeah, Call of Duty is apparently the only game worth playing when it comes to Xbox and PlayStation, guys. So I'm sorry. And Nintendo doesn't even have Call of Duty and they're blowing them both out of the water. So whatever. Maybe you guys should all buy a Switch. If bangers are your only thing, then you better buy a Switch. No, AB Take-Two is like 20 billion or something, dude. They're not even close to what ABK is. Not even EA, bro. Goat Simulator is a goat. I know. See, the thing is with Xbox gamers, I feel like Xbox gamers are a bit more humble just because I don't know, man. I feel like Xbox gamers, every time I sit down and I play games with Xbox gamers, man, they're pretty cool, man. They're fun people to play games with. My PlayStation experience was pretty lonely. It was. I mean, I had my friends that had PlayStations and stuff that we would play like Call of Duties and stuff on, but it was a pretty lonely experience for the most part, man, because I didn't buy a whole lot of multiplayer games on PlayStation. I just bought my single player games there. Why? What would that do, man? If they bought Grand Theft Auto, why? Why do they need it? Don't. I thought PlayStation had the best bangers ever. Why do they need Grand Theft Auto? I mean, like you guys complain about Xbox buying Call of Duty. Xbox buying Activision pretty much means that like Activision like games will get better, bro. In my opinion, I think they'll get better. They won't have to appease shareholders. So I feel like they'll be able to focus more on actual cool content instead of the stuff that they need to sell. The microtransactions and stuff. You know what I mean? And I think they'll focus all that other energy on those on the phone app games. You know what I mean? Maybe that'll be better for us. You realize that like to date, Coalition is the best developer for Unreal Engine, bro. Like seriously, man. Everybody else putting out Unreal Engine stuff at like 30 frames a second. And here comes Coalition, be like, yeah, dude, we're gonna put out a bang looking game. Gears of War 4, Gears of War 5, and they're gonna run at 60 frames a second. And they're like, wait a minute, how come everybody else is 30 frames a second? Yeah. Playground games. Dude, go look at the quality of playground games, racing games compared to Gran Turismo 7. Like I've put videos out from the Series S version of of Horizon or Forza Horizon 5 running next to Gran Turismo 7. And yeah, dude, the Series S version looks better. Like it has better vegetation, better density of vegetation. Like it looked better, dude. I was like, wow, man. 60,000 views on Twitter, man. That's a lot of people that watch that. And Luke was like, yeah, dude, that looks great. Forza Horizon 5 has low quality cars. Really? You think that way? I can barely tell a difference. I mean, you could tell that you could tell that the cars do look a little bit more polished on Gran Turismo 7, but dude, that makes them stick out way more on those low quality tracks. GT7 have no cars newer than 2017. Yeah, you're right. They did. They just barely got the C8. They're barely getting the C8 this month. I'm like, really, dude? I couldn't even get a C8 at launch. Every other racing game, C8. Every other racing game had a C8. The first one to bring the C8 was Project Cars 3. I literally bought Project Cars 3 for the C8. And I think even what? Dude, I think did Forza 7 get a C8? Feel bad. Sony didn't have. I guess I recommend having both, man. Much better looking. No, it's not, sir. I'm sorry, Cyber Tweet or whatever. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I've seen them both on a 4K OLED, bro. That's not the case. Air Forza Horizon, GT7. One is an open world, and the other is a track racer. I know, dude. Trust me, I get in trouble all the time when I put those videos out. That's not fair. You can't. I'm like, why not, dude? One of them should look way better because it's a closed track game. That's not fair. That's not fair. When's the open world game? I don't care, bro. They're racing games. I don't look at them as I don't look at them in that little tiny box that everybody else looks at them. I look at them in the bigger. They both have cars. They both drive. GT7 has superior what? AI graphics are about equal. No racer beats the motorcycle game. The motorcycle game. Which one? Ride 4? Ride 4 looks pretty good. Well, yeah, motorsport is going to that's going to be I'm going to compare motorsport to Forza Horizon 5. It wouldn't be bad. I get that they showed that the freaking cars are better detailed on Gran Turismo, but the fucking tracks look plastic. Seriously, man, the tracks look like trash. Even Project Cars 3 has better looking tracks. Come on, you guys. I get that the cars have a lot of polygons. I understand that. But they look so weird driving around on that plastic looking track, okay? Like, I get that. I 100% get that. I'm saying that the cars and the tracks in Forza Horizon 5 look consistent. Consistent. They look good. The cars don't look way better than the tracks, and the tracks don't look way better than the cars. It looks like a consistent freaking experience. Gran Turismo 7 looks like really high quality cars on plastic freaking tracks. Oh my gosh. I'm real like, dude, it looks plastic. I'm sorry, man. I can't take you seriously now. Forza looks cartoony. Really? Really, dude? Okay, buddy. Forza Motorsport from freaking 2017 looks. Yeah, dude, you're right. Forza Motorsport. Yeah, you're 100% right, dude. And I've done. Oh, he's just trolling. Oh, I know trolls. Hot Wheels somewhere as a kid. Oh, damn. Dude, I barely ever dropped the F bomb. Ooh, man, you ruined it. You ruined it for me, man. You guys are, gosh. Maybe you should put Forza Motorsport 7 on an Xbox Series X and look at it, bro. That I hate Digital Foundry sometimes, bro. I think I think that they've ruined gaming for so many people, man. I think they've ruined gaming for so many people. Yeah, dude. When does Pikes Peak coming to GT7? Okay, I hope your family had a great. uh, I want to see when Gran Turismo 7 comes to the PC, bro. I will buy another copy of Gran Turismo 7 on the PC. I will do that. I want to see. I want to see because I'll tell you what, man, Forza Motorsport 7 on the PC looks freaking mind-blowing. How many player count does Gran Turismo have anyway? Forza Horizon 5 crossed 25 million. I don't think GT7 is completely dead. I think there's still a I will buy another copy of Gran Turismo 7 on the PC, bro. I will do that. I want to see. I want to see. I want to give it a fair shot up against Forza Motors or Forza Horizon 5 at freaking at max settings, man. Whatever happened to the 8K 120 FPS ray tracing on GT7? Oh, I know. It's gonna have. I mean, we'll finally get our ray tracing on the PC. I bet. Vastly superior competitive scene. GT7 has a pretty good. You're right. They do have a pretty good competitive scene, man. They do. My biggest thing with GT7, I don't necessarily hate how the game drives. Like it's fine, whatever. But it does feel a lot more. It does feel a lot. What's Digital Foundry? Stay away from Digital Foundry, Jordan. If you don't know who they are, just avoid them because then you'll hate gaming like the rest of everybody does. You'd be like, how many pixels do they have, man? You got squiggly lines? It's so freaking annoying sometimes. Can't even be excited about gaming anymore, man, because everybody's like, what's the resolution? What is this? And I'm like, oh my gosh, man, whatever happened to the dude? It's so bad. It's bad. You got to understand, man, those guys are biased. They have their own biases, and like not every game is gonna like turn their crank, bro. They're like so snobby now when it comes to visuals. Like that dude, Alex Battaglia, dude, he doesn't even care about other things anymore. He is so consumed with ray tracing. It's like, dude, just quit, man. Like, just quit, guys. Um, like I get it. You guys like that, but you guys are ruining gaming for so many people out there. So many people that watch your guys' content, man. They stumble across it and then they just start turning into like these snobby guys are like, man, I ain't gonna pay for that, man. Like most of the games that come out, dude, they look pretty dang good for what we're paying for them. They look pretty good. They look fine. I mean, I nitpick some things, but I've been trying to move away from that. I really have. I've been covering a lot of AA and indie games on this channel lately because I'm like, dude, like I want gamers to have fun and enjoy gaming, man. Forza Motorsport recycle Forza Horizon 5 visuals. It's possible. It's definitely possible. What I seen of Maple Valley, of the track Maple Valley, that looks really good, Gamerways. That looks that looks really good. Now there are going to be some ugly times in Forza Motorsport, guys, because of the dynamic time of day, guys. It's going to produce some funny looking results sometimes because it's dynamic. Takes for Xbox a lot. Xbox guys were saying Xbox Series X was 12 T-flop beast and PlayStation wouldn't do ray tracing. How the tide has turned. You know what? I will tell you this. I do think that maybe PlayStation has found a way to create ray tracing on the PlayStation 5 that is not as intensive as it is on the Xbox. So on PlayStation 5, if you remember back to games like Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart and stuff, they are utilizing checkerboard rendering in the reflections. So they are using a checkerboard rendering from quarter resolution up to 4K for those for the ray trace reflections. But if you look a little bit closely at Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, like I have, if you look closely, you'll start to see that it kind of falls apart, because that game uses a lot of screen space reflection and only ray trace reflections in very specific settings. And most of it, you know, depending on the distance, is going to be screen space reflection, and then pretty much anywhere pretty like kind of close within like 10 meters or something from your character, you'll have actual ray traced reflections, which is good. It's definitely it's definitely some good pony magic, or pony magic. PlayStation magic. PlayStation's always been pretty good about the magic. So yeah, when it comes to that, I do think that right now, from what we've seen with the techniques being used, that yeah, the PlayStation 5 is producing a little bit more, is producing better ray tracing effects overall. If you look at a game, if you look at Callisto Protocol, they are better utilizing the PlayStation hardware to make that ray tracing, and that's fine, guys. I'm not disappointed with that, because I got a PC and I get to see what real ray tracing looks like, and it looks better than what the PlayStation 5 does. So yeah, the game is ugly in performance mode. It's not necessarily ugly. That's what I played it in. I played it in performance mode because I couldn't do the 30 frames a second. Yeah, dude, all these games, man, like the ray tracing is, oh man, really? You're gonna bring up the SSD? That's Sony simping disease, bro. Sony simping disease is bad, Ghost. You can't be, no, don't go the Sony simping disease, man. Come on, buddy. There's a cure for that. It's called Xbox. It's called PC, bro. Get a PC and an Xbox, and that'll help you. Sony simping disease, bro. SSD. Mid-gen will change the GPUs of the PS5 and Series X. If we do get a mid-gen, well, okay, you guys tell me, man. Would you guys be willing to pay $1,000 for an actual freaking upgraded pro premium console from Xbox or PlayStation? I mean, it depends on the power. If it was double the power of what we got now and it had better ray tracing, yeah, I'd probably do that. Path tracing, yeah, for real. Better ray tracing than any other console game. You're right. You're right. Well, I don't know, man. That Doom Eternal ray tracing looks pretty good. That Doom Eternal is a really good game for ray tracing, and it looks pretty dang good. Even on the Xbox. Even on the Xbox. I'm kind of glad that Xbox bought Bethesda, because now Bethesda, with id Tech and everything else, they will get to maximize those engines for one console for that, and we'll get to see what they really can do. And we'll get to see what they can do. Dude, id Tech is one hell of a freaking engine for building games, man. Like, I wish that they would redo Halo Infinite in id Tech. To be completely honest with you, if they used another engine for that, they should 100% use id Tech. I think id Tech would be perfect for freaking Halo. Literally perfect. Take the cheap route. I don't know, man. Too bad Xbox has to develop for Series S. Series S is an amazing machine. I have not found one problem with mine hooked up to a 1440p monitor. I feel like the Series S, if I had a 1440p monitor and a Series S, I probably wouldn't know the difference, man. Like, the 30 FPS thing on the monitor, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as it is on an OLED. It's pretty good, actually. Xbox Ones and PS4s are what's really holding everything back. I don't know if you've ever played on a PC, Ghost of New Orleans or whatever, but I'll tell you what, man, like, there's like these bottlenecks that exist on PC that I keep running into fairly often, that it doesn't matter how much power you have in your machine. Even 4090s with the top of the line CPUs are getting bottlenecked. And I feel like that's what's happening with these next gen consoles. I feel like they are getting bottlenecked because of last gen inferior freaking engines that are holding them back. And a lot of the games that have come out so recently have all been on these last gen freaking upgraded engines, bro. Once they got engines that can fully utilize the PS5 and Series X, I think things are going to change pretty drastically. I don't know if resolution is going to be one of them things that changes though. I think we might still get I think we're still going to suffer from lower. It's not the hardware. It messes up when you start using magic. 4090's holding back this generation. Yeah, for real. Yeah, see, Fortnite, that engine's optimized now using Unreal Engine 5.1, and it's incredible, man. So I feel like, I mean, you can definitely tell that it's not as sharp as it used to be on the Series X. And Series S looks pretty dang good, but you can see that just the toll that new engine is going to take on these consoles when they're fully optimized. I feel like I feel like that's a lot better optimized though. I feel like it's a lot better optimized. I am kind of worried about Forspoken just because I feel like the engine for that game is not it's running on the same engine they built Final Fantasy 15. So, oh boy. Oh boy. Oof. Oh, you're bad at trolling. I know. He's such a It'll probably run it probably runs at 720p on PlayStation 5 and it'll run at like 1080p on PlayStation. It'll be parity. It'll be parity. When it comes out, the PlayStation 5 will force parity on the Series X. So yeah, it's going to run like crap just like it does on the PlayStation 5. You're right. PlayStation 5 will hold back another game for the Xbox Series X. I don't care about the checkerbirds. The games are coming out on PlayStation as good as the Xbox hardware is. I don't see how you say Xbox is so great and I don't even care about. What are you talking about, dude? That doesn't make any sense. What's up, Delusions Grandeur? Clearly, the Xbox has more power when it comes to like teraflops. But dude, I don't know if teraflops really matter because my games on the PC look pretty close to what they look like on the consoles. They need to leave the old consoles alone. They need, well, yeah, that's what Xbox is doing, man. We just finished up. Hopefully, we just finished up all our PlayStation 4 games, dude. Hopefully, parity. Like the medium on Xbox and it came to PlayStation was better. Yeah, because Xbox didn't force parity. The guys didn't optimize it good for Xbox and they optimized it better for PlayStation. Whatever, dude. That's just the way it goes in gaming. Use Microsoft's money to build your game better for PlayStation. We all know that happens. Dude, there's so many conspiracy theories out there, but whatever. The medium. The medium. Well, we didn't have to pay for it, man. There is a pretty big rabbit hole, bro. When you've been gaming as long as I have and you've seen things that I've seen, man, like, dude, you don't think that Sony actually tells them like you don't think that Sony puts in clauses like, yeah, man, it has to run the same. If you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure, dude. I'm pretty sure. Shit for dev. Well, should be. You would think. I've been gaming since '88. Okay. Well, then you've seen a lot of stuff too. You should know all of this. These are things you should know. We played a lot better PlayStation exclusives on like PS1, PS2, PS PS3 wasn't really that great. Let's be honest here, man. PlayStation 3 was kind of a flop. I mean, like the best game was like what, Uncharted 2? Infamous. Could they compete with high-end PCs? I don't know, man. I don't know. It seems like they're already, yeah, SOCOM. No more SOCOMs have face. They're There's no PlayStation making the whole industry make games parody. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. You really don't think that, bro? I'm pretty sure there is. Still going strong. How many are still rifting apart? Oh, nobody. That's not fair, Joe. Rift Apart was Halo came out 6 months after Rift Apart. That's not fair. That's not a fair comparison. We'll see in 6 months. I'm just joking. Xbox 360 still my favorite console of all time. Nice. Sound like you watch Dealer and Cold Eastwood? Who, me? I don't watch. I watched them before. I don't watch really anybody now, dude. I know, dude. I see things with my own eyes. With my own eyes. Buying a PC put a lot of things in perspective for me too. It really did. My expectations for these consoles are a lot more grounded than they used to be. That's for sure. When I first started this channel, I was like, yeah, man, we're going to have 4K 60. And like, yeah, dude, that's not going to happen. I recommend having both of them, man. That way you don't have to wait for games. That way you have something to play. You can have $70 remakes. YouTubers and gatekeepers frog. You're better off solo, just in my opinion. They speak the same after a while, kind of annoying. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm trying not to make this channel, bro. I do not want to parrot the same things that every other freaking YouTube channel does, man, because then I get all these guys coming to my channel telling me, well, yeah, I heard this on this other channel. And they're all like, no, dude, like, whatever, dude. I play the video games. I see this stuff with my own eyes, bro. I don't watch Digital Foundry anymore. I don't watch any of those things. Like, I avoid it. I like to see the things with my own eyes, man, because it makes my experience better. It makes my experience better, bro. I'm not opposed to getting a 1440p monitor to run any of my next gen consoles on. I think it looks cool, man. I think the down sampling actually makes the games look better in a lot of ways. Some games really do stand out on the OLED. Some games really look really good on it, but some games just tend to look better on a 1440p monitor. Some games look better on the 4K OLED. Some games look, you know what I mean? I'm not opposed to trying new things to make my experience better. Whereas everybody else is just like, oh my gosh, I just got to have this one thing, man. Like GTA 4 DLC were exclusives on the 360. What a gen. I don't know if I really like that third party exclusive stuff that much anymore, man. I want to just be able to have I want to be able to have the experience I want to have on whatever console I want to have it on, man. Some games I really appreciate the way they play on the Xbox controller. Some games I like the way they play on the PlayStation controller. Yeah, dude, I just want to be able to buy what I want to buy on what I want to buy it on, man. $1440p is the best. I mean, honestly, these consoles are really solid on 1440p monitor. It's just the truth. Hey, let me ask you something. Who was the one that was saying something about Digital Foundry? Who was the one that was saying Digital Foundry? Did you know Xbox One S had support for 120 frames a second and VRR? Did you know that? Did your Digital Foundry ever tell you that? Or did Digital Foundry only start talking about VRR support and all that fun stuff once the PlayStation finally got it, dude? You like how Sony does the 40 FPS mode? Yeah, I don't really care for the 40 FPS mode. I don't. It still feels like it's 30 frames a second for me. So, okay. I mean, if you like it, cool. That's cool for you, man. I would much rather play my PlayStation 5 on my 1440p monitor at 30 frames a second than try to do or 40 frames a second on my monitor. It just for some reason looks better on the LCD screen. That the OLED kind of introduces a little bit more stutter than the LCD screens do. And it is what it is. ESO in performance mode looks incredible on a 1440p monitor in performance mode. High Life is an unexpected good game I didn't expect. Yeah, it turned out to be pretty good. My mouse go back to play it this year. They'll have games, Maurice. You just calm down, buddy. Next year's going to be good for Xbox, I believe. I believe it's going to be good for Xbox, man. Like I don't have any doubts in my head that it's going to be good. Oh yeah, Xbox is number one. Mm-hmm. Yes, they're. Oh, I see. Bunch of Xbox and ponies. I know. Oh gosh, it has fast pixel response time. Now, when I see games on LED TVs, it looks blurry. It does. The LCD does kind of add a little bit of blur, whereas the pixel responses, the pixel does look a lot sharper and crisper on an OLED. Yeah, yes, you're right. But you can also on a monitor set the response time to even that out. You've got like you got normal, you got fast, and you got fastest. You got three different response times for at least my monitor has three different response times. And when I'm playing games at 120, I hit it fastest and it looks crisp. If I'm playing games at like 60 and under, I just leave it on normal. If I'm playing games that are ranging in between, then I stick it on the fast and it fixes a lot of that ghosting and blur and all of that stuff. And plus you don't get as much blur when you downsample from like 4K to 1440p. It looks a lot better. And it looks so much more dense, it's not even funny. But I'll tell you what, man, my PC on my OLED with real 4K looks really good. I've been playing Need for Speed Unbound because I can get over 60 FPS at 4K on my OLED with that. Solo a lot in ESO. Yeah. Spider-Man 2, Zelda, Starfield is just a small taste of 23. It will be great next year. I think it's going to be really good next year. I think we're going to have Xbox needs the return of Peter Moore. Around 800, but it's more difficult to solo. So juicy info on Microsoft response. Info on secret games. Secret games. What? Lots of exclusive games. I think they've got stuff. I do kind of feel like Microsoft probably shouldn't have announced a lot of the stuff they announced at the beginning of the generation, just because of the fact that now people are like, yeah, man, we're going to get those games. We're going to get those games this year. We're going to get those games next year. And there's so much speculation going on out there just with people trying to get clicks and stuff. And it's like, I try not to do that on this channel, guys. I try not to do it because dude, if I sit here and talk about all these games all the time and they're still not coming, they're still not coming, they're still not coming, doesn't that kind of get annoying? I feel like it gets annoying pretty quick. That's why I don't do it. I talk about games when they're getting closer to coming out. I asked for Hellboy games. Oh, misunderstood what I meant when they said comic game. Oh, dang. I meant for it to be a coalition game. Oh, Gears looking Hellboy. For a nice. All right, guys. Well, that is the end of the stream for tonight, man. I got to get ready for bed. I still got one more day of work, and then it's all gaming and Christmas stuff. Christmas stuff. That's going to eat gaming time. Gosh dang it. Oh, oy vey. All right, man. We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Probably going to do another live stream tomorrow because I don't have nothing to talk about. There's no new games. Sorry. Sad face. I got the last of our newest games. Got Crisis Core. So you guys have a good night. There's 45 of you and I only got 27 likes, dude. That's so bad. So bad. Come on, guys. Hit that like button before you leave. Please, so other people will watch this. So YouTube will show it to more people than just me. Come on, guys. We can do it. We can do better. We can do better. We can do a lot better. I know we can do better. Come on, we can do better than this. We can do better. Come on. There's 45 of you. Now we're down to 40. Come on, let's go. Let's get some like buttons. Let's hit that like button. I appreciate it, man. You guys have a good night. Thanks for coming, man. This has been this was actually a pretty good live stream, man. I'm happy that the pony showed up to join you Xbots and trying to convince me which plastic box is better. Plastic boxes forever. You guys have fun, man. Thanks for coming, man. I'll see you guys. The war goes on. Yes. We'll pick up. We'll do part 2 tomorrow. See you guys.